Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good afternoon to everyone. So today we are going to present about the Brown Bag 2, which is the e-learning task for CIF 2003. Digital marketing prepared for Dr. Nur Hazlina Bidashim. So we are from Group 6, tutorial slot Monday to 3 p.m. So this is our name. So I pass to Aifa for the introduction part for this presentation.
Airfares have always been a major portion of a traveling budget for any transportation corp and international travel plan. So low-cost carriers, they attract more international travelers for their travel plans. So these low-cost carriers are actually formed from AirAsia, Jetstar, and Oriental Airlines as well. So in Taiwan, a new LCC was launched by China Airlines, which is Tiger Air Taiwan, whereby the impact of airline markets in Taiwan between regular airlines and LCC airlines is predicted to be strictly competitive in the upcoming future. So we know that retailers, they can use several methods to understand their market, such as questionnaires, survey, or some investigation methods with design variables of customer shopping benefits. So markets can actually be identified by RFM model, which consists of recency, frequency, and monitoring. So basically, RFM model can be modified due to different characteristics of industries because consumers have different shopping behavior. So there are three variables in RFM model whereby it is used to identify travelers' customers' value, which consists of frequency, monetary, and average number of group travelers, which is FMA model and RFM model based. So, FMA variables can be substituted for other businesses. However, there are some AHP procedures. So, AHP procedure can identify the weights of markets' customer values from which the research proposed a customer value equation. So, the traveler's customer values can be obtained using the proposed equation, which is customer value, but in their online marketing systems, the airlines or travel agents group or other businesses may implement customized marketing plans. Thus, the study actually enhances the RFM model to become more suitable for observing the customer values of group travelers.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Masudin Adib Musapian. Okay, let me continue with my part, which is the literature review. So this is some sub-points under the literature review, which is 2.1. So a successful CRM for retailers should contain a key factor, which is organizational consistency. For instance, the customer attention should be involved as a key factor. So let's focus on my right side point, which is the CRM must be designed via a customer-centric approach, which is it should be based on the nature of the business to ensure the CRM effectively working. So based on this article, and of course it should be designed via a customer-centric approach for airlines or business system. So the next point is a data-driven activity that help airlines or companies to understand business and customer feature information should be held. So the next point is this research is designed for online CRM systems. So yes, a successful online CRM is not only a customer-centric system, yes, but also an analytic system that can help airlines or companies to analyze their companies. So by all of this element, which is from data-driven CRM must be designed, and this research is designed for online CRM system, will lead to the very good customer service on my right side. Then we'll create the successful customer relationship management, which is successful CRM. So the next one is, yes, we still under the literature review, which is 2.2, the sub-points of this literature review. So basically there are three elements in this slide, which is the first one, R stand for recency, F stand for frequency, M stand for monetary. So yes, let me explain one by one all of these elements. So for the recency is, yes, was defined as the last purchasing time in a recent specific period. For the frequency is defined as the purchasing frequency in a recent specific period. And the M, which is stand for monetary, is average amount of purchasing in a recent specific period. So this concept can be applied in various aspects. For example, here there are three main aspects that I want to highlight on which. which are the first one is can be applied in other industries and can also be applied in market segmentation. So for example, usually the RFM models is to partition their customer of music product. Okay, this is some example from the music product. Okay, they divide each RFM variable into high and low level. So basically they are very useful in any products, not only for music products, so for many industries. So the next one is the RFM model can be revised for a specific industry. For instance, usually this is applied the RFM model with a K, means clustering algorithm to mine rules for the data mining marketing of CRM systems. So obviously this is very useful to all the industries, no matter how big the company you are. So the next one is can be associated with the segmentation analysis for marketing information system. For example, some scholars said that it adds the discount variable to the RFM model, that the model is improved to be RFMD model, which is D for discount. So there are some scholars discovers useful rules for internet retailers industry via the RFMD.
So hi, my name is Anna Afina and I will proceed to the number 2.3 analytic hierarchy process procedure. So the purpose of the AHP was to develop a method for structured decision making. So in general, when we are talking about AHP, the AHP procedure can be used to obtain the weight of the RFM variable. So that, for example, in the Chang 2014, so the applied of AHP procedure and the purpose of the model to sort the customer database with customer value. So for the features of the weights for AHP procedure, it can be summarized that the features of the weights of AHP procedure were easy to use, scalable, adjustable for fitting different size problems, and also not intensive for data. So the AHP procedure can be applied to problems of multi-objective decision making, or in short, MCDM, which can help variables to define their weights. For the research in the online shopping industry, by using the apply of AHM models, they can roughly set the theory of online shopping customer for recommendation systems. So we are moving to the next part is 2.4, the customer value. So when we are talking about customer value is a type of value equations. So that is for evaluating the customer perceptions. So the customer value can be estimated via the value differences between the product costs and also the product benefits. So what it states in the research is that the customer value is to estimate the profits via total possible cash flow on individual customer for businesses. So therefore, the assessment of customer value includes the attributes that can conclude the parts and the expected future profits of the customer. So by maximizing the customer value, the retailer must understand what customer needs for increasing the royalty. So the RFM models can be used in marketing segmentations for understanding the high, low, and the low value of the customer.
So my name is Nur Ahmad Shafiq bin Abdul Razak. So I'm going to start about the methodologies of this research. So basically this research used two methods, which is the first one is FMA model based, which is frequency, monetary, and average. The second model is recency, frequency, and also monetary, which is called as RFM models. So the research applies on FMA variables such as the research variables. The RFM can be basis of marketing segmentation for airline market. So however, the design FMA model refer to the scholar and manager in these fields. The FMA models contain three variables: frequency, monetary, average group of the traveler. So however, this methodology said that based on these two FMA and RFM as the method that used, actually the RFM is not suitable because of the recency, frequency, and also monetary. It provide negative, positive, and positive in these methodologies. They say that recency as the people because our title is like because of airline. So recency is not something that you can actually differ as people you make different between people going to shopping as a recency, yes, but people taking airline is not that something recency at all. So it is also methodology used as customer variable as a CV as the respondent, and weight as the tools, which is from 1 to 5. There are 5 levels. The lowest is 1 and the highest level is 5. So it can be from FMA and RFM, since there is only 3 variables. It can be 1 as the lowest one. It can be 5 as the highest levels. And also it is used as a rating basis, which has a and also week. It's a week, like week 1, week 2, and week 3. Which one is most important? So basically, in this methodology, they are actually defining how they use as a methodology, how they use to take all the result examples. So we can see all the result that can be said by my colleagues, which is Sharon. So this is all the method that can be used. The first one is RFM and also FMA.
Here Sharon, and I'll be presenting for the fourth part, which is result. Mostly we can see from the left hand side of the figures there are some sequences which I'll be explaining later. So for the first part, we can say that many alliances and businesses use a variety of marketing projects on the travelers or the customer segmentations to extend their travelers or customers life cycle. For these particular articles, there are clues of way on how to get the exact result for the final statement. So firstly, we proceed with the first step, which is post point of sales record of transactions, followed by FMA markets. F stands for frequency, M stands for monetary, A is the average numbers of the market, and the list goes on. And the last stage is applying data-driven strategies on marketing plan. So moving on to the next part. So we divided the result into 2 parts, which is frequency, monetary, and average number of group travelers models with the relationship with analytic hierarchy process, and at the same time the FMA were used for the customers' values. So with the results of obtaining the weights for FMA markets, the AHP 1 to 9 scales, where we use the pairwise comparisons, questionnaires of FMA markets were filled out by 3 scholars and managers in the airline management fields according to the articles. So we have listed out 3 important elements in order to say that FMA is a relevant or important data for this particular articles is consistency index, random index, and consistency ratio. So these articles actually indicates that the consistency ratio of the FMA elements in the industry is quite well, where it's proven that with the research that conducted by the airline industries using all these figures and the significant figures that they obtained through all the researchers, mainly from the 3 scholars, it is proven that they were doing well in terms of frequency, monetary, and average number of group travelers. And moving on to the second part, which is with the elements, which are frequency, monetary, and average number of group travelers, which to indicate the last point of the hypothesis, which is the customer values. He proposed that a procedures for mining traveler customers' values of a family travel passengers, especially FMA models, can be applied for marketing segmentation, not only for this research, but mainly for many research. It has been proven worldwide, and also supported by a study filter 380 records from a point of sales database of an online travel agency in Taiwan for the empirical case studies based on FMA usage in their research as well. So finally, it is proven that the customer value equation is applied to the POST, as POST stand for point of sales database of the online travel agency data that were collected from January to March 2017. So what are the FMAs that FMA stands for? The figures stand for F is 30.54%, M stand for equivalent to 48.96%, and A is equivalent for 7.86%. So we convert that into the formulations of equations, customer values, and we convert that percentage into a decimal formations, where the customer value equations were equivalent to 0.3054 AF plus 0.4896 M and plus 0.0786 A. So with this, we can say that this research has successfully made their conclusion by saying that they are really consistent and doing well in the industry.
As for the conclusion, we know that air traveler market can be clustered into 8 markets or clusters by the proposed model. The markets or clusters can be ranked by the AHP. Besides, the traveler's customer values can be estimated by a proposed customer value equation. So the customer value is the highest in the samples and also in the middle ranking market LHL-3 as per the table. For marketing applications in the market LHL-3, the airlines or travel agencies can provide tour plans for enhancing the market LHL-3's frequency and family number. In market HLH-4, because the customer value is lower than others, for low customer value travelers, the travel agency industry group can plan short route travel packages for this market before the holidays such as summer break or any kind of short-term holidays such as the East or East South or North Asia or the coast cities of China. Travel agencies, airlines or businesses can implement their online large-scale database systems or large-scale big data customer databases for focusing on high-value markets. RFM model is not proper for any retail industry, so the application of the research can be a sustainable system by machine learning daily loop in marketing or CRM systems. Furthermore, according to the research results, businesses can discover customer values in their large-scale big database for CRM or marketing systems. To emphasize, CRM here means customer relationship management. Transaction records of a large-run online retailer may have a big database including customer shopping records. For a long-run online retailer with big data, the retailer can apply the research design on marketing or any customer relationship management systems for retaining existing customers and as well as to increase the customer values.